Don't let this call go unanswered. Hello, I am Malcolm Copson of MOI Imagineering International. I invite you to watch this presentation as it offers an unprecedented investment opportunity. I will return after the presentation to provide you with my contact details. The message is clear. Winter is not only coming, it is here.
Global unrest and the threat of world conflict are at their highest since the end of the Cold War. This has been intensified by the pervasive global COVID-19 pandemic, the resultant chaos, and growing environmental crises. What is certain is that during these times, more people are seeking ways to protect themselves and their families in the event of escalation of crises or worse. As can be seen from the plethora of media reports, there is a growing demand for high-security, long-stay hardened living facilities that will provide safe refuge in the event of a breakdown of society or other such global catastrophe. This is not a paranoid trend, however, given the completely unforeseen events that have so far unfolded throughout the world in 2020. Many of these high-security facilities are being built in decommissioned underground missile silos, ammunition depots, and air raid shelters, while others are being built as hardened surface facilities. However, they are all reliant upon surface sources of power, fresh water and food supplies, and this renders them vulnerable to disruption and armed attack. The wealthy are building luxury facilities at great expense, as they seek to maintain their quality of life under protected lockdown conditions. However, not everyone can afford to build and maintain their own high-security long-stay shelter. With all these factors in mind, MOI Imagineering has conceived Survival Kingdom, a series of semi-submerged luxury high-security living facilities. These will be sited in strategic locations around the globe, in the American, European, and Asia-Pacific regions. Unlike onshore facilities, Survival Kingdom requires no land allocation, only a site in offshore territorial waters, where the water depth exceeds 180 meters. During peacetime, the Survival Kingdom complex will operate as a luxury tourist resort. But during times of uncertainty, chaos, or the breakdown of a much troubled and fractured world order, it will function as a place of refuge and security, for the accommodation of the unit owners and their families. The Survival Kingdom complex will be 160 meters in diameter, offering a total living space of 161,000 square meters over 8 floors. Seven floors will offer 3, 4 or 5 bedroom luxury long-stay accommodation for 2,800 people. An 8th floor will incorporate 10,000 square meters of leisure, recreational and medical facilities, which will include a signature feature pool with cave spa, 3 fully equipped fitness activity centers, a tropically forested underwater garden, seeded with wildlife, a fully stocked library and digital media center, lecture rooms, plus a number of arts and crafts stations. The complex will also feature a number of cafes, restaurants, lounges and themed shared areas, where residents can enjoy intimate private spaces. A fully staffed, fully equipped medical clinic, with operating theater and intensive care facilities. The Survival Kingdom complex will be designed to negate any impact to the surrounding environment, and will be self-sufficient in terms of its power and water needs, and also in its organic waste treatment. In stark contrast to onshore-based facilities, natural daylight will pass through plexiglass walls throughout, augmented by energy-efficient LED lighting. Electrical power will be provided by 3 wind turbine generators, each rated at 500 kilowatts, and located atop each ballast tower. Power generated by the wind turbines will charge a networked battery bank, which will provide primary power needs. The facility will also be equipped with 3 2-megawatt standby diesel generators to provide backup power, with sufficient fuel for 2 years of operation. From a food provisioning perspective, the SK complex will have 2 years of emergency food stocks and medical supplies on hand. The complex will also feature a hydroponic garden to provide fresh vegetables. For the larger follow-on SK projects, a small self-sustaining fish farm will be incorporated to provide a source of fresh fish. As an integral part of the passive environmental systems of the SK complex, a pressure-assist seawater desalination unit that utilizes the seawater pressure at depth has been designed into the scheme. This reduces the power required to produce fresh water. The complex also incorporates a biological sewage and wastewater treatment plant, part of which will be fed into the hydroponic farm systems. A global communications center will command Survival Kingdom perimeter security, air traffic control of arriving and departing helicopters, in addition to marine vessels. Satellite up and down links, and HF radio systems will provide global voice and data communications. Terrestrial communications will be provisioned by microwave link to shore. Internal communication systems will feature 5G pico and microcells for cell phone connectivity, in addition to broadband Wi-Fi. Accommodation suites will have access to worldwide satellite television, radio, and multimedia channels. Non-contact biometric fingerprint and facial recognition technology will be used for seamless access to residences, recreation, facility operations, and secure access areas such as the nursery and children's play center. Biometrics will also be utilized for service charging, such as in restaurants and bars. Travel to and from the Survival Kingdom structure will be served by helicopter from the local airport, or by marine vessel. 6 helipads on the top deck of the complex facilitate the arrival and departure of guests by helicopter. Multiple waterproof doors allow access to the SK complex from this deck. Access between each of the 8 accommodation floors will be by elevator or stairway. Ocean arrivals, departures and supplies are provisioned through 3 docking platforms on the exterior of the SK complex. When the complex is submerged, these docks are sealed by watertight doors. However, access will still be possible via small submersible craft that are able to be docked with the complex. In summary, during peacetime, Survival Kingdom will individually earn accommodation suite owners a resort income opportunity. But during times of global crisis, it will provide those owners and their families a refuge unequaled by onshore hardened structures for a fraction of the price of a personal facility. For a host nation, Survival Kingdom will give prominence on the international stage. The complex will attract foreign investment and tourism to the host nation, in addition to increased usage of regional infrastructure. It will also foster business opportunities for the local populace. I will now return you to Malcolm Copson for some closing words.
The Survival Kingdom complex will be designed as a technological and ecological wonder. Please contact me or provide me with your contact details, and I or one of my associates will call you. Do you really want to miss this call?